I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my creative healing course is filled with hours of exclusive content. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about mistaking intensity for love. Okay, so this is an interesting topic because I think oftentimes we feel an intensity and that internal, pressure, would you
Almost
say?
Pressure, internal excitement,
Yeah.
internal energy.
Can seem like love. And I think a lot of people are drawn to that intensity.
Oh, absolutely.
And so Margaret has got an interesting article that she wants to share. But I did want to say real quick, I always get questions. How do you get our help? Very easy. Just go to my website, AskCraig.net, and you can sign up for the coaching option you want. I do email coaching and then Skype, and Margaret does Skype coaching.
Yes, sign up if you think I can be helpful.
What do we got, Margaret?
Okay. I was going to say, one of the first places that we see intensity mistaken for love is when we hear about these wild starting relationships that we have. Like we felt like we've known each other all our lives and all of a sudden we were in sync. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's all very intense and then it runs into trouble later on down the line.
Yeah.
But it is easy to confuse intensity and love.
Mm-hmm.
In an anxious, avoidant relationship, quite soon into the relationship, one partner, and although it's not fair, I'm going to say the guy, because it's probably somewhat more common that the men are the avoidant ones. Not always, certainly, but...
Yeah.
Okay, your partner will start to give you mixed signals. He or she calls, but takes his time about it.
Mm-hmm. He's
interested in you, but lets you understand that he is still playing the field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You are left guessing. Every time you get mixed messages, your anxious attachment system is activated and you become preoccupied with the relationship, like with poor Amy back there. You know, am I ever going to hear from him again? But then he compliments you or makes a romantic gesture that gets your heart racing and you tell yourself he's interested after all.
Mm-hmm.
You are elated,
mm-hmm.
Okay?
And relieved.
And relieved,
yeah.
Absolutely. Elated and relieved. And he, on the other hand, may have sensed that you're getting a little confused by the mixed messages, so he kind of throws you something romantic to keep you involved, okay? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the bliss is very short-lived. Quickly, positive messages become mixed once again with ambiguous ones, and again you find yourself plunging down the roller coaster. You now live in suspense, anticipating the next small remark or gesture that will reassure you. Okay? After living like this for a while, you start to do something strange. You start to equate the anxiety, the preoccupation, the obsession, and those ever short bursts of joy with love.
That's big.
It is huge.
You want to say that again?
Okay.
That's so important. You really need to understand this.
You really do. And I mean, I reread it several times and have thought about it since. It's pretty profound. Okay, so the roller coaster, so he starts to give you mixed messages again after a brief, absolutely marvelous reunion.
Mm-hmm.
You now live in suspense, anticipating the next small remark or gesture that will reassure you. After living like this for a while, you start to do something strange. You start to equate the anxiety, the preoccupation, the obsession, and those ever so short bursts of joy with love. Okay? But you shouldn't have to go through all of this to get to the love part, okay? But the love and the elation and the relief and all those wonderful feelings are a pretty strong, reward.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It almost becomes like an addiction.
I was just going to say, it sounds exactly like an addiction. So you could get addicted to the periods that are wonderful, okay? The intensity of the high is commonly mistaken for love, okay? True love, in the evolutionary sense, means peace of mind. So, love was not made in evolutionary terms to be a roller coaster. It should be calm and peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a pleasant bond.
Like a pleasant bond.
Right?
But again, we're often reminded, by Patrick Carnes, who does a lot of work and writing around this sort of issue. But excitement is attractive, okay? Anxiety
and distracting.
Absolutely. And anxiety, can be energy producing. So we don't want anybody to get caught in this cycle where you sort of get 4 breadcrumbs, and then something good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Margaret, maybe you could talk about how oftentimes people want to be distracted so they don't think about their own internal struggles or traumas.
Right. And very often you see, if you're in this field for any length of time, you see people who live from crisis to crisis, as somebody who's this kind of anxious certainly could do. But the living in the constant crisis does oftentimes have a function, and that is that it keeps you away from some of the underlying depression you may have or some of the trauma you may be dealing with. Mm-hmm. If you're constantly in an anxious crisis about what your partner's going to do, it can serve that function to keep you away from the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
A distraction.
Right. And I learned long ago, whenever there's a constant crisis thing, to say, you have to stop or I can't help you. Okay? Yeah. You have to get out of crisis for a week, then we'll talk.
Okay.
Okay? Very profound thought, very short, but a whole lot to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it gives us some answers about why people sometimes stay in relationships that are not that fulfilling.
Yep.
All right? And we've all wondered that, certainly.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, good stuff. Make sure you give Margaret a thumbs up for her research, and feel free to leave comments and let us know what you thought about this one. If you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net, and sign up for the coaching option that works for you. I do email and Skype. Margaret, of course, is available for Skype coaching.
Yes, if you feel that I can be helpful to you, please sign up.
Okay, and she is definitely helpful to everybody.
I try.
That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon. To get my help personally, go to askcraig.net and click on Schedule Coaching and choose the option that works best for you. I do email coaching or Skype. To schedule a coaching with Margaret, click on Margaret on the top of the page and order a Skype with her. For the Knowledge Creative Healing course, click on the link at the top of the page and click Get Started Now.